First place we have 245 Will Young, but 196 there sitting there in second place, Nick Campenhout. Pretty close to 16.9 and a 17.0. Bit of a gap back there to Wilson Woods, 791. He's on a super motard, a 20. Also Cole Williams there on a 20. And here we go, getting ready. Great start there for Nick Campenhout. Heading down into turn one. We've got dry conditions at the moment. So here we see a Formula 3 bike there that Nick's out on, the Vit Pillin. He sells those over in the shop there at NV Motorcycles, which is our last sponsor and a great club member as well, and a good rider, bloody Nick Campenhout. And beautiful start there out in front from the super motard from Will Young. So out of the gate we have Campenhout, Young, Williams, Woods, Kattenberg there. Nice to see Kattenberg there. Kyle, Tippins, Duthie, Santos, Mantle, Dempsey, Tarbin Walker there back in 12th. Craig Peebles, 13th. So lap one, we've got Campenhout out in front, already pulled quite a good little gap there. He's got a 1.4 second on lap one. That's a great first lap there. Nice ride there though, in second place for Will Young on the super motard. Looking very fast in qualifying and not letting Nick run away. We've obviously got a few guys that haven't made it out there, but in third position we have Cole Williams. He's in the intermediate class. Wilson Woods there in super motard. He's in fourth position. Mike Kyle there, super moto in fifth. Ben Tippins, he's an intermediate rider. He's out in sixth position. Derek Kattenberg there. He's in the intermediate class on number 21 and seventh. Aaron Dempsey there in eighth in intermediate class. Fabio Santos there in ninth position. We have Malcolm Barrett there in the intermediate class. He's in 10th. And we have Wayne Mantle there, also in the intermediate class, out there in 11th. It looks like Philip Duthie hasn't made that lap one. So lap two, here we come through, and it's still Nick Campenhout from NV Motorcycles out in lead one. 15.2, getting faster and faster, and he's pulled that gap out to a 2.4 second lead. Keeping him honest there in second is Will Young on the super motard. Cole Williams in third, and so it's out in front. It is Nick Campenhout by himself. A little bit of a gap back there, a 2.4 second gap back to Will Young. Then another gap back to a three pack there, consisting of Williams, Kyle, and Woods. Not too far back, we've got Tippins and then Kattenberg, and then another little gap back there to Dempsey. Then we've got a two-pack with Santos and Barrett. And last but not least, we've got Wayne Mantle there in 11th position. .2 short track, very good little lap time there for Nick. Nick's been playing around with this thing, having a squiz at some kits and some modifications. So if you do need any parts, like I said, F1 Engineering there, go out and see Steve in an hour here, or give him a call and he'll point you in the right direction. He does rear sets, handlebars, clip-ons, anything that you want, anything modified and welded. Steve Bridge is the man to go see. And thank you very much for that sponsorship there for this Hamilton 2020 Centenary Series down here at Bruce McLaren Park Raceway. So Campenhout, Young and Williams, Woods, Kyle, Tippins, Kattenberg, Dempsey, Barrett and Santos. We've got a bit of change back there. We got Barrett passing Santos. So quite interesting, the Vit Pillin there showing a clean pair of heels, but Nick is very good around this track. He actually has given me a bit of a beating around here too on the wet and the dry days. And Nick showing his class here doing 15.3s, which is a very respectable time. Looking in the qualifying and stuff, I think the Superbikes this morning were only getting down to the 13, so he's approximately 2 seconds off the fastest guys here. So he could handle himself out there in Formula One. So camping out there, keeping it honest is Will Young. Great ride there. Looking good on that Super Motard Series 450. Good little battle going on here with 3 Super Motards, I think it is. No, we've got a number 43, Cole Williams. He's in the intermediate class, and he's got 2 Super Motards with Wilson Woods and Mike Kyle there, keeping him honest. Then we go back to Ben Tippins and Derek Kattenberg. And then we see Malcolm Barrett out there scooting along. Richard, the owner and sort of race director or team owner of iTools race team there, and it's nice to see him out. I think he's on his Super Duke there, and he's got a couple beautiful bikes, and they're very nicely presented, and a beautiful race transporter, black one there. So nice to see iTools and Richard Malcolm Barrett out there having a good day. White flag there for Nick Campenhout, 15.7, just rolling it off a little bit. We've got Will Young scooting there in second place, 16.5. And we've got a real interesting race coming on here, a little 3-pack. We've got an intermediate rider with 2 Super Motards on the back of him, so we'll see if they can do any moves. That is Cole Williams there, sitting there in third. He's got Wilson Woods and Mike Kyle on the back of him. Both of them trying some moves there, down into turn 2, trying to line them up. And there's the pass. One of them's through. Maybe the next one's going to be through the inside. So we've got races inside races in this one, so you have to look through. Very big thank you there to Ctas Live, and we can be watching that in the comfort of your own home, not getting wet and not having to change other people's tyres, and not having to be a flag marshal. Big thank you to the Hamilton Motorcycle Club for putting on this event and getting all these flag marshals to come through. So race 1, great wheelie there, nice. Nick Campenhout from NV Motorcycles over in Morrinsville. Number 2 is Will Young on the Super Motard. I think that was 68 Wayne Mantle, just getting lapped right at the end. And a good battle here. One of the Super Motards got through 791, which is Wilson Woods. He managed to pip Cole Williams and Mike Kyle. Good race inside the race there. Ben Tippins coming through in 6th position. 7th was Derek Kattenberg. 8th position, it's hopefully going to be Malcolm Barrett. No, rolling off a little bit. Something may be happening there. So we had Aaron Dempsey scoot through just in front of Richard Malcolm Barrett, iTools sponsored. And 10th position, we will get Fabian Santos. Yes, as Wayne Mantle has already been lapped and received the checkered flag. So congratulations there, and race 1 win to Nick Campenhout. Next race up is Boyd Motorcycles Senior and Bits for Bikes Clubman Senior. Also race 1, because of the adverse conditions, they actually got quite a dry qualifying in the first one. We had Jaden Hassan, thank you very much for turning up and putting it on pole for us. Formula Auckland boy there, and good to see him up at the Auckland Club Round last weekend up at Hampton Downs. Rode spectacular. Nice to see him back to the sport Absolutely internationally classed rider, and nice to see him back on a BMW there. Previously won 600s and dominated really up at Hampton Downs. Went over internationally and has done a lot of things internationally, raced a lot in Australia and did very well, and then just gave the sport up, walked away for a little bit, tried to get things into control. He's been married and stuff like that, and it's great to see him come back to the sport and have such good success too. Just watching him have a little play on the BMW, he's gelled very nice with it. He's on the Bridgestone tyres, and it was good to see him up there closing down Dan Medham last weekend and looking super, super fast. Hasn't been riding for years, mucked around, doing a little bit of things, so hopefully things go real good. It's nice to see Moggy getting a great rider on board, and with Jaden Hassan, hopefully things are going to be going very well. Second position, we have Tarbin Walker too, another great kid from Wanganui, really trying to break into the big time. Top 5 or so 600 rider, and I'd really love to see him get into the top 3 this year and be fighting for some positions.